Coming up, a deadly weekend in Prince George's after 4 people are killed over 3 days. Today, a UPS driver is shot in Suitland. CTVS News is next. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Taylor Thomas. Prince George's police are asking for your help in solving 4 homicides that happened in the county between Friday and last night. Byron Scott has our story.
It was a busy weekend for police at Prince George's County, 4 homicides in all, including one last night in this cul-de-sac in Upper Marlboro. It's the 12,200 block of Twade Blade Court in Upper Marlboro. It's a quiet cul-de-sac with just 5 homes. This, police say, is where a man was shot last night. It happened at around 8 o'clock. He was pronounced dead at the scene. This is the 4300 block of St. Barnabas Road in Temple Hills. It's a commercial area and near the interchange with Branch Avenue. It is where police found a man last night at around 9:30. He too had been shot and was pronounced dead at a local hospital. And this quiet area is the 12,900 block of William Beans Road in Upper Marlboro. This secluded tree-lined road is where police say a man was fatally shot on Saturday. So far, there have been no arrests in any of these cases. Byron Scott, CTV News.
And police have released the identity of the 4th homicide victim. They say 16-year-old Antonio Parker Jr. was shot and killed in the parking lot of a convenience store on the 6300 block of Seat Pleasant Drive in Seat Pleasant. It happened Friday night just before 9 o'clock. Anyone with information on any of these cases are urged to contact police. A shooting in Suitland injures a UPS driver. The incident happened this morning at Terrence Drive and Silver Hill Road. The driver, who has not been identified, reportedly drove to a nearby strip mall at 4523 Silver Hill Road, where he was able to get help. The victim is believed to have been shot in the hand. He was transported to an area hospital and is listed in stable condition. There's no word on the shooter. The Prince George's School District has returned to a mask mandate for the upcoming school year. In early July, PGCTV lifted the mandate and made wearing masks optional. But last Friday, officials announced that the district would go back to the mandatory policy in all schools and faculties. County residents reacted to the news today.
I think it should be mandatory. There's a new variant out right now, so we need to get back to protecting ourselves and protecting the children of Prince George's County.
I'm a nurse, and I think until everything is under control and safe, I think that just for your own protection that you should wear the mask. So it's going to get better, but I think, especially putting all the kids together back in the schools and stuff, and you don't know who got the shot and who didn't get a shot, I think it's for the safe side to work with caution.
Okay, well, I'm an educator, so I truly believe whatever the powers that be feel like are going to keep the students safe and the family safe, and that's all that matters. So I feel like the students' health should be our top priority. I understand there's just been a lot going on in terms of the way that we've been approaching this as a nation, especially within education, but I feel like as long as the students' health are our top priority, then we can't go wrong.
The mandate went into effect today. The new school year is set to start August 29th. Here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. Prince George's has surpassed the 200,000 mark in the number of people infected with the coronavirus since the beginning of the pandemic. That number includes 1,540 new cases confirmed by the state today. The positivity rate in Prince George's is just below 15%. 4 people have died of COVID over the past 24 hours. 629 people are hospitalized. You're watching CTV News. I'm Taylor Thomas. Back in just a moment.
To a child battling a critical illness, a wish can feel like a dream. But with your help, it isn't out of reach. Wishes are an important part of medical treatment. A chance for kids to see themselves stronger, braver, to see that the impossible is possible. Wishes can give kids the strength to fight, to get better, to grow up. Where there's a wish, there's a way.
Howard County Police are joining other law enforcement agencies around the region in bringing transparency and accountability to the community. Beginning today, 300 officers who regularly interact with the public are required to wear and operate body cameras. They include patrol officers as well as community outreach, school resource, traffic, and tactical unit cops.
By policy, our officers will activate cameras for all legitimate law enforcement purposes. The devices are also automatically activated every time an officer turns on emergency equipment in a patrol car, turns on a taser device, or removes a firearm from its holster. Officers will notify people that they are being recorded at the beginning of the contact or as soon as possible, safely possible.
This program will only make our officers better and our community safer. We remain committed to creating safer communities through inclusive outreach and comprehensive investments in public safety while improving transparency and accountability.
The body-worn camera program has been fully funded through the county's two most recent budgets. Chief Gregory Durr says he expects all officers to be equipped with body cameras within the next year. Montgomery County certifies primary election results over the weekend. Incumbent Mark Elrich wins the race for county executive, beating David Blair by a mere 35 votes. Blair, who lost to Elrich by 77 votes in 2018, says he intends to request a recount. His campaign has 72 hours from the time of certification to do so. The Board of Elections had planned to certify the results Friday afternoon, but that changed when 102 uncounted provisional ballots were discovered during a routine audit. The city of Greenbelt is looking for applicants for its new reparations commission. During the last election, voters passed a referendum that directed the city council to create a 21-person commission to review and discuss reparations for African Americans and Native Americans in Greenbelt. To apply for one of the seats, submit an application and a code of conduct form by August the 31st to the city clerk at 25 Crescent Road in Greenbelt. Now, if you have any questions, you can call the number on your screen. Later on CTV News tonight, it's tax-free week in Maryland. All the details next. Stay with us.
Coming up, key updates in WNBA superstar Brittany Griner's case in Russia. That story and more coming soon.
Welcome back. Investigators continue to look into the cause of a one-vehicle fatal crash in Clinton yesterday. The incident happened about 5:40 p.m. at Piscataway Road and Dixon Drive. When officers arrived, they found the driver of the vehicle dead on the scene. A passenger was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The Shop Maryland Tax-Free Week is here, just in time for back-to-school shopping. The Tax-Free Week holiday is from now through Saturday. There will be no state taxes on clothing or footwear purchases under $100. Now, if you're buying a backpack, they'll be tax-free for the first $40. For more information on taxable items, visit www.marylandtaxes.gov. Well, if you see it, kill it. That's the word from the Maryland Department of Agriculture regarding an invasive species. The agency says the spotted lanternfly has grown exponentially since it was first discovered in Maryland in 2018. Now infestations have popped up across northern and western counties across the state, and officials are concerned that they may attack vineyards, nurseries, and orchards. State officials ask that you report any sightings of the spotted lanternfly by calling 410-841-5920. And now a look ahead at tonight's sports with our very own Laurencia Moten. Good evening.
Taylor. How are you?
Good.
Well, coming up in the world of sports, the Washington Commanders had their preseason opener, and the Washington Mystics head to the playoffs. Those stories and more coming soon.
Bye, Janet. It's nice seeing you again. You look good, girl. Just let me know what I can do to help.
Well, to help me, she'd have to help every day. Every hour, every ouch, every time my wife calls for help. I mean, maybe she could help me make her lunch. But the crust, all the crust has to be cut off the corners. She could help me run to the doctor for the 5th time this week. Help me with the specialist and the second opinions and the painful paperwork about paperwork. Help me deal with how hard it is seeing my wife's name on so much paperwork. But this is on me. I'm the only one who can do this, like this, for her. Besides,
Take care.
we will. Janet doesn't like her cooking anyway.
Find support for your strength. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community.
Now, in the world of women's basketball, there are updates in the Brittany Griner case. Today, Griner's lawyers filed an appeal to her 9-year sentence in Russia. Griner was convicted on August 4th, and since her conviction, the Biden administration has felt pressure from the public to bring Griner home. So much so that the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken revealed publicly that a proposal has been made to bring her home. This weekend, a senior Russian diplomat said talks about an exchange have been conducted. Sticking with women's basketball, yesterday the Washington Mystics defeated the Indiana Fever for the 18th consecutive time. The Mystics took home a 12-point win in the regular season finale. Mystics star Elena Deladon led all scorers with 22 points, and 16 of her 22 were made by halftime. This week, the Mystics are headed to Seattle for round 1 of the WNBA playoffs as the number 5 seed. That's all I have for sports. Back to you, Taylor.
Okay, so I'm ready for the Mystics. I'm ready for them to take it all the way. I'm calling it.
I'm going to call it too. I think they can do it.
It's official. All right. Well, that's a wrap up of CTV News for now. I'm Taylor Thomas. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.